Welcome to Relics Radio, your favorite weekly podcast dedicated to the metal detecting and treasure hunting community. Here are your hosts, Ken from Adventures in Dirt and Tony from 5280 Adventures.
Tony,
good morning.
How you doing, man?
Another week of Relics Radio.
Another week of Relics Radio. You know what the big question is, though? What's the big question? Are we live? Or is this Memorex?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I don't even know anymore. Like, man, these days come and go. These weeks come and go. How are things, man?
They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
Another beautiful Wednesday. Always look forward to Relics Radio, spending time with you.
Yeah.
As well as with everybody that shows up and supports us. So,
right.
But this week, I'm going to spoil it. We are Memorex.
We are Memorex.
This is not live this week.
No.
It's a little different for us.
Yeah. Yep. Different. We don't have to look at the chat. That's a little uncomfortable for me because I'm always looking at that chat.
I keep looking down, but there's nothing else to look at. There's nothing going on. It's just you and me.
I can actually face the camera this time and not have to constantly be looking over at my screen.
That's right.
But yeah, man, shoot. Thanksgiving week, like we got Thanksgiving coming up, and I know Tony and I are not going to be able to join you guys tonight on Wednesday. So we wanted to kind of get some words out and wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and chat a little bit about the show and about each other, how things have been going, and just kind of have a chat with you this way. I know that, Thursday night's coming up, and I know that's going to be a big day for most people. I know it is for me. Like, is Thanksgiving a big sort of day for you and your family?
Absolutely. Yeah. Big Italian family, always have to get together with everybody. Luckily, all of the family, all the kids, grandkids, we all live within the state. I won't say that we're close, but we're definitely within the state. And so, it's the opportunity just to get all the family together, eat way too much, all that kind of stuff, I mean, I get to grow my own turkey. This is a dream, and we've been able to do it last year, and then this year is to raise a turkey for myself, grow it out, be able to feed my family for Thanksgiving, and it's such a fulfilling feeling for myself personally that I can give to my family, and provide for my family that way, and that's like my Thanksgiving ultimate. So yeah, absolutely. What about you? You get together with the family and.
Yeah, this is a unique Thanksgiving for us because we all of our children are grown out of the house. Like all of them, we have 6 kids, 8 grandkids. All of them are grown out of the house. The grandkids live over in Wisconsin, and no one's really coming around this year. This is gonna be one of the first Thanksgivings and Christmases that we don't have a huge brood piling in on our house. Like I'm usually the one that does all the cooking. We, our house is the one all the kids come to play at. They all come around. But, as kids get older, they're all in their late 20s, 30, right in that range. They all either are still single or maybe they have a significant other. And, they get taken away to other different directions. And I know with my oldest son, he called me this year and he's like, Dad, what are we doing? Because he's leaving for Christmas with his mom. And he's like, Dad, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? I said, well, he just bought his own house. So he had talked about maybe holding Thanksgiving at his house this year.
Oh,
so I said, well, we'll be there at 4.
Yeah, we'll crash.
We'll be there. If you want me to help you make cranberry sauce or something, I will. But and he's like, we're kind of double thinking that and blah, blah, blah. So I said, well, you want me to cook? I'll cook. Yeah, absolutely. And then that kind of turned into, well, we had, Friendsgiving and some other things come up, and then, her family. And so we decided we're just going to have dinner with them on Sunday and go see them. We've got one of Sheila's kids and his girlfriend coming over to have Thanksgiving with us. And so I've chosen to kind of smoke a big piece of meat. And
I was going to say, what kind of smoked meat are you going to provide?
We're doing a beef tenderloin this year. But then I also bought a little 12-pound turkey that I'm going to smoke just so Sheila and I can have leftovers, because we absolutely love Thanksgiving turkey, all the fixings leftovers.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to smoke that after the kids leave, probably maybe even the next day, just so we could have leftover, smoked turkey and stuff. But
I'll tell you, a 12-pounder, that's for amateurs.
What'd you raise this year?
23.4 pounds.
That is a big bird, man.
We've got 16 people coming, so we'll have leftovers. That's for sure. There's a lot of meat on that, but yeah, 23-pound bird this year. So
wow.
I'm gonna get up last week and put it in the oven just to make sure.
Just to make sure. That is a big bird.
Start to brine it tomorrow, and then throw it in the oven at some ungodly early hour on Thursday to make sure it's ready, because we're gonna do lunch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you got to have it done early.
Yep. Absolutely.
I usually roast one and smoke one. And it's like, you just got to time that out because they cook differently. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Yeah. I just want to say, if you guys are watching, our video here, and go ahead and comment, what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving as well. We'd love to hear, spending a time with family. Are you guys going ice fishing, duck hunting? Are you going out metal detecting? Or, just let us know what you're doing down there, because we just would love to be able to, share and understand what everybody does also for traditions for their Thanksgiving as well.
Are you putting up Christmas decorations and the tree and all the lights on the outside of the house?
Yeah, that's kind of our tradition. So we end up doing, the lunch, and it's Thanksgiving oriented. It's all browns and oranges and golds. And then after we're done, we clean up, and then it becomes time for Christmas. And so we already have the tree up. We've got the ornaments ready. Having all of the grandkids. We're up to 7 grandkids now. 2 of them are too small. They were just born. They're 3 months old. But so the other 5, we're going to be able to decorate our tree with us. We end it at the end with me putting the angel up on top, share cookies and hot cocoa, and kind of, we cram both events into one day. Because everybody's so busy, but that way we can kind of get the best of both worlds.
And you created those traditions, like your kids
love it. Oh my
God. Whether you think they appreciate it or not, they'll remember that.
They will.
And eventually they'll pass that on to their kids and stuff. So,
well, the thing is,
awesome.
You start going through all the ornaments, and all the kids, oh, I remember this. And then I got to tell the story. Hey, you were 7 when we got this for you, or, those kind of different stories. And they're always looking, we want to do some fancy, like, organized tree type of thing, but then the kids are like, well, what about all of our ornaments? Are we going to be able to put our ornaments on the tree? And it's like, nothing matches. It's all mismatched. It's wrestling, it's Star Wars, it's baseball, it's it's all just all over the place. But that's the tradition. They have to have at Dad's house the tree with their childhood ornaments on it, them putting it up, us sharing all the stories and laughters and sweets and all those kind of different things as we do that. And that's going to round out Thanksgiving for us. And then we kick them all out, and then I take a nap and I watch football for the rest of the day.
Amen.
That's the plan. Yeah. Absolutely.
When we had all the kids over, like I said, this will be a very unique year for us. But when we had all the kids over, we'd always play board games or card games. Or some type of card. We'd all be sitting in a circle on the floor. This is after dinner. Usually we have dinner around 2, like kind of late lunch, early dinner, and then spend the rest of the evening just having desserts and playing card games and various board games and stuff. And
that's awesome.
And then eventually, time for people to leave, and they would leave and stuff. And but yeah, that during Christmas time, we usually start putting Christmas up sometime after Thanksgiving, not on Thanksgiving Day, but the same thing. Like, I wouldn't have thought they liked all those old ornaments and stuff, but boy, they sure do. Like, it brings back all the memories for them. And the fact that, we've kept them all these years, they just seem to really appreciate it. And it blows my mind every year, because I'm like, you guys are 30, and you're still getting a kick out of this fact that, when your mom first met me and you were 7 years old, you gave me this the first year I was in your life, and I still have this thing.
It's that connection and bringing families together, and that's really what Thanksgiving really is. In my opinion, Thanksgiving, giving thanks for what you do have and what you share with. So, why don't you tell everybody here, kind of give us a little bit of rundown about what, this year, what you're thankful for, And just kind of give us an idea of what kind of things you have, what kind of things you're blessed with.
Yeah. We always have a lot of things to be thankful for in our lives. I mean, I'm still upright, I'm still able to speak to you, my buddy, and our friends out there watching our shows and our various stuff we put out. But real quick, a big congratulations and thanks for you for allowing me to join you in as your friend in your life. You know what I mean? Because I've watched your family grow since you and I have known each other. And it's amazing for you to sit there and tell me you have 7 grandkids and all these things. It's like, it's amazing to me. It just seems like yesterday, you and I kind of became friends and started metal detecting together. So thank you for allowing me to come along and share and get to know your family like that as well. But no, this year, my mom passed last year before, and we just been kind of like getting back to normal in the house, watching all of our kids develop and get, my oldest son got engaged. He bought his first house. So there's all these new things happening. Other kids are on different paths and, being very thankful to that, to seeing them all sort of, at some point as a parent, I don't think you ever quit worrying about your kids. You just always are concerned about them. But there's a certain peace you get when you know they're going to be okay. Good, bad, indifferent, their own path, whatever they're going to do. But they're going to be okay. You know what I mean? I could be gone tomorrow, but I know the kids are going to be okay. And this year, really, I kind of really became at peace with that, with every one of our kids. And I'm really thankful for the lives that each one of them are living and taking on, because they're all very unique and very different. And it's fun sitting on this side of things now, watching them. I know that.
Oh,
yeah. The question my wife always asks me is, "Oh, don't you wish they were really little again?" And I don't. I just don't have that feeling, because my relationships with them now, as they're older, is very different and very unique. And I actually appreciate that for what it is. I mean, I wouldn't want them to be young again. I wouldn't, like, I did that. That's in my past. That was part of my life. And now I'm past that. And now I can be grandpa and, a confidant to cry on his shoulder every now and then and this and that. But so I'm really, really thankful for my family. I'm really thankful for friends that have been around me that are still in my life, and even some friends that go all the way back to like high school time that we stay in contact. Without friends, man, it's very tough. You know what I mean? Very tough without some good friends in your life. And I'm really grateful for all the ones that I do have, for sure. How about you, man?
That's
like,
awesome.
I know like you said, you got these grandkids, man. I know that's a big part of your life. And, but tell us some of the things that you're sort of thankful for this year.
Yeah. 100% family, I wouldn't be where I'm at without their support and everything. This year we came into a new house. We actually have family that live in our house. It's a unique house, and they have their own house part of it, and we have our own house as well. And that's really kind of brought me closer to that side of the family. And again, being able to take care of them and provide for them, huge deal. I don't know if it's an ego thing for me, but I just love being able to be thought of and looked at as a provider for my family, for my wife, for my kids, for my grandkids, all of that kind of stuff. It's a big deal to me to looked at like that. So 2025 definitely it has been just an absolute blessing to have them in this situation with us. So, family is everything to me. And brought in two more grandkids this year. So, they don't do much right now. They're real little, but two young granddaughters, and they're amazing. All the grandkids are great. They're all blessed to be healthy. Those kind of different things. You always want to make sure everybody's safe, everybody's healthy, and all that. And then friend wise, my gosh, it just seems like you don't get to pick your family. You love them unconditionally, anyways. But when you've got friends that you consider family as well, and they can come and go because they're not blood, but they come and they continue to come, and you get closer. And it's just like you are in my relationship. We talk constantly, we share way too much stuff together, it seems like. But it goes beyond kind of the metal detecting and treasure hunting, and it goes to the family, and it goes to the traveling together and spending time and all those kind of different things. And I'm just blessed with incredible friendships that just drive every single day. I mean, it seems like we say it a lot. I talk to you more than I talk to my wife sometimes, and it's absolutely amazing to have that kind of friendship because it doesn't have to be there. You know what I mean? So, just I think that's probably about it. I mean, friends and family, that's what drives me and motivates me. So, and definitely incredible thanks and blessed to have those kind of different things.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, man. I know. It's we have our health too. You know what I mean? Like
of course
we're healthy as we can be, and that's always important, as well as all of that of our family. I mean, that could change on a dime. Like, we're not kidding ourselves. So every day we have that, we're thankful. Any of us could be gone tomorrow, right? So it's sort of the thing that you have to be thankful for every day. I'm also very thankful. I know you are too, because you and I have been talking about it, but for you, the people that are watching,
absolutely,
the people that give their time to us to listen in on us and hear how nerdy we are and what dorks we are. And maybe you get a laugh at it. Maybe you get entertained, maybe you can relate. Maybe you just like that sense of community. I know that's why Tony and I do it. We just love the community surrounding this, crazy hobby of ours, and love talking about it. So we love sharing all that passion we have for it with you, because we know you're passionate about it too.
Yep. It's amazing.
And we see them show up every day, every week, every week they show up. We see them show up live. We see the view numbers on the videos. It's just amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this journey of Relics Radio.
Yep. As well as, the listeners that are downloading the audio. There's been a transition where we're going live and on video, but we're still providing that audio, and we see those numbers as well. And that's where Relics Radio started, was audio only with Loy and Jeff. And there's been a steady support, and still the steady support from those audio listeners only that downloaded after the fact. And, we absolutely see you guys out there too. And we are so thankful for your attention and your support also for Relics Radio, as well as 5280 Adventures and Adventures in Dirt. I mean, it goes all the way around, all the support for everything that we're involved with. We see both sides of it, and so grateful for just the people we've met, through this adventure, like you said.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Receiving private messages from you all and all that stuff, telling me you're still downloading the show and listening in your truck and such. So, yeah, great point, man. We definitely can't forget those that still download the show. It's awesome. Hey, if you had to pick, reach back in your memory, man, and try to grab one Thanksgiving memory that you either it was funny or that struck you or you just will never forget. What do you got? You got something?
Yeah. So I'm gonna date myself here. So go with this.
Well, you already said Memorex, so you're already dating yourself.
That's true. Yeah. If you guys get the Memorex reference, leave us a comment down below. And then we'll know that your knees and back hurt like ours do. So. Yes. So 1979. I'm 4 years old, and as I'm in school or whatever. And as a project, we make these pilgrims out of toilet paper rolls. It's construction paper wrapped around a toilet paper, and you just glue on, the eyes and the mouth and the hat and all these kind of different. I'm 4 years old, right? And bring them home, to my parents. And later on, and I don't know how many years later, but my grandma, we're having dinner with my grandma for Thanksgiving, and she brings out this just cardboard box, and she says, "Here are the pilgrims that you made in 1979." And we bring them out every single year and put them on the table. It just reminds me of my family. So
yeah, man. Yeah, good memory. Like,
pretty cool.
And the fact that she would keep them that long, and
she kept it, and then
So
yeah,
that's a great Great memory. And you'll always hold on to that. You know, I mean, you remember
it'll
that.
get passed on. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
kids will be
definitely
fighting, they're going to want certain things out of their past and their memories. And
yeah.
one of them's going to say, I want those stupid pilgrims that Dad had a Thanksgiving meal every single year. That's what they're going to say.
They're going to want that. Absolutely going to want that. I remember. Shoot.
So,
yeah.
What about you, man? Tell me something that you can't forget about Thanksgiving.
There's so many, but man, there's so many. Yeah, I remember one year the turkey fell off the Weber and the dog got it and ran off with it. My dad was cooking the turkey on the Weber, and we heard all this crash, bang, boom. The dog actually got up and busted the Weber open, took the turkey and ran off with it. But no, before I had kids, I lived in Northern California, and we would always go up further Northern California in my brother Jerry's house. And his was the house that everyone went to. It was in a cul-de-sac. He knew all of his neighbors. It was a big party, festive thing. All the neighbors would come out for it. And we did it for 4th of July and for Christmas and for like all the holidays. And I remember this one year, and all my nieces and nephews would be there, and I was like their favorite uncle. You know what I mean? So like, it was just a lot of fun. Tons of family. I got 10 brothers and sisters, and we got, tons of, they have kids and grandkids. It's just this huge family. And, so we'd all get together at that house, and just so many memories from that house. Well, they had a trampoline in the back, and a few of my nephews we'd all spend the night up there. So we'd do the whole Thanksgiving Day thing. We'd end up watching a movie at some point. Everyone would pass out, after eating and sleeping. And then the kids would spend the night. We'd all spend the night, and they decided they were going to sleep out in the backyard in a tent. And one of them wanted to try to sleep on top of the trampoline. And so I remember okay, that was just a thing, right? Well, the next morning, one of my favorite memories is so weird, right? Waking up early in the morning, the day after Thanksgiving at my brother Jerry's house, and smelling the coffee he made. For some reason, he made the best coffee in the world. I can still smell it and taste it. It was just amazing. But I just have this warm feeling of me being in that kitchen, sipping on some coffee the day after, reflecting back on the day of Thanksgiving. But my oldest brother, John, had a video camera out, and he was pointing it towards the backyard. And I go, what's going on? He goes, Jerry's around the corner, and he's turning on the sprinkler system. And we're going to see how long it takes these kids to get flooded out in their tents, right? They were all like 8, 9, 12.
Oh my God.
And so here we are videotaping the backyard, and this tent is getting more and more concave with water. It's sinking in, sinking in.
Right.
And all of a sudden, gaboosh, and here comes all these kids running out in their skivvies, just screaming and yelling, don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? I laughed and I laughed and I laughed, and I'm sure they weren't laughing until they got in and found out what was going on. And then they were just laughing.
Figured it all out.
Yeah, figured it all out. But that's a really good memory of mine, because
that's awesome.
There's a few of us in the kitchen just really snickering, like we were little kids ourselves, watching them, get ready to get sunk on. And my whole family was big practical jokers. We have always had been. We really sort of use humor for a lot of things in our life. Yeah. And I'll never forget, like you said, there's just too many to really pick one out. But the last Thanksgiving with my mom here also was another big one. I know I was reminded of that last night. I was talking with my youngest son, and he's going to be alone on Thanksgiving. He's in Washington State. Couldn't get him here. There's nothing we can do about it. So we're trying to figure out what to do with that. But he was like, yeah, Dad, last Thanksgiving, grandma was here. Like, we all got together, and he'll never forget that. And he really wished he had more time with her. And it hit me to hear one of my kids saying that, you know what I mean? So yeah. Tons of things to be thankful for. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yep. And if you, all the supporters and subscribers and listeners right now, leave us, a comment down in the section here, your favorite Thanksgiving memory, something that you, like you said, you remember. It's a memory, but even those smells that come back, tell us about some traditional foods that you guys have to have every Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Leave us some comments, and we would just love to be able to share that with you guys as well.
Yeah, we're not going to be live, but we still like to interact with you. And really, Tony, I just wanted to come on here. We've probably talked way too long. We really just wanted to come on and wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving come Thursday. And I hope you're healthy and happy and surrounded by friends, family. And just know that Tony and I really appreciate you being here and consider you friends, because we talk to you every week or as often as we can. And thanks for coming along for the ride with us. We really appreciate you and enjoy seeing you show up time and time again.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. So send off is happy Thanksgiving from Relics Radio, guys. Thanks so much for the support. And coming to visit us every single week. Hopefully we've made some friends along the way. I know we have, and we truly do appreciate everybody that supports us too. So thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. Thank you so much.
I always end things with like, hey, go out and find the good stuff. And if you do, tell me about it. Well, go out and eat the good stuff. And if you do, leave a comment. Tell me all about it. Would love to hear about it. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much for listening to Relics Radio. We will see you back here next week for another exciting guest. Until then, get out and dig it all.